Can't believe it's already been a month, but this week blew by. I know we didn't have as many matchups because a lot of teams were on bye weeks, which we will have for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. But it's been such a great, first couple of weeks, and now teams are starting to get into district play, starting to find their groove, and we have a lot of talented teams here in the Panhandle.
I mean, there were a lot of bye weeks, but even through that, there was one game I think everybody had on their mind.
Yeah, I think it's the Panhandle-Wellington game. Our game of the week, Panhandle on the road against Wellington. Second quarter, quarterback Broxton Robinson fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right and hits Lucas Purcell. Gets a block up front, and he is going to fight his way into the end zone. Panthers are leading this one big before the half. Panhandle gets a stop and marches it all the way down again. Robinson keeps this one himself, drops his shoulder and trucks his way in for 6 more. And the Army commit can't even believe it himself. This one will be all Panhandle. They shut down and shut out the Rockets, handing them their very first loss of the year. 41-0 is your final. Lance Lawnert caught up with the Panthers after their big win.
Here we are in Wellington, Texas for the Channel 10 Game of the Week. Panhandle, Wellington. Wellington undefeated coming in. Panhandle ranked 6th, and it is Panhandle taking Wellington down 41-0. It's the 3rd shutout of the year for the Panthers, and the 3rd win in a row after Wellington had beaten you guys 11 in a row, just for some numbers. But Dane, we have head coach Dane Ashley here. Dane, you guys score in the first two possessions, get a turnover. You had to love the start tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The way they play defense, it kind of forced you to do some ugly things on offense, so we tightened the formations, pounded them in between the tackles. It wasn't quite as high-powered explosives as we are, but, that's what we need to do tonight to win, and the kids executed well.
You're going into an open week with 3 shutouts this year. What's going right for you guys?
Well, I think that our defensive coordinator does an outstanding job. Corby does a great job, and I think that this group of kids loves to play defense. And that's something that's preached all the time. If you love to tackle and you love to play defense, you'll be a good offensive player. And I think they favor the defensive side of the ball, and I think it shows.
And also, it's never easy to win in Wellington.
Never. I'm not sure when Panhandle actually won in Wellington. This is one of the most storied traditional programs around. I have so much respect for Wellington and everything that people have done here. So, to come in here and win this game tonight, it means a lot to us.
We have two-way starter Jack Sinclair, senior. Jack, obviously a great start, and you guys are having a terrific year. Ranked number 6, 3 shutouts, like I said. What do you like most about the Panthers?
I just love the tradition of it. My family's lived in Panhandle since 1903, and so, there's a lot of tradition that goes through Panhandle, and that's definitely, every time we walk out here on Friday night, it's all about the tradition of what Panhandle's all about, and so it's just nice to come out and represent something that's larger than myself.
You guys are off next week and then open district. Where are you guys at right now? What do you like most?
We definitely love defense, just like Coach said. You can come by and practice, and we love to hit. Doesn't matter, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're still hitting out there. And so it's defense definitely my favorite part.
Yeah, our game of the week ends up being Panhandle 41, Wellington nothing. Really, really impressive showing by the Panthers. For News Channel 10 Sports, I'm Lance Lawnert, wearing the victory jacket tonight for the Panthers. Let's toss it back to the wrap-up with Zach and Maya.
Thank you.